my name is Chloe, and today I'm here with day 3 of Vlogmas. So if you have not seen one of these videos, what I did is at the beginning of the year, actually at the end of last year, so at the end of 2023, I asked my best friend to pick 24 books that she wanted me to read. Either they were books that she loved or books that she wanted me to read because she was curious about them, or whatever it may be. Whatever it may be, she just had to pick 24 books. And I've done this in the past years where my mom and sister did it, and they bought me the books and wrapped them up, and I unwrapped them for you. However, I wanted to do this in a way that was a little more cost effective and a little less, like I was unhauling so many of them immediately that I just didn't like anybody wasting their money and time on that. So what we did instead is had this giant jar. She emailed my husband all 24 titles, and I asked him to put them in little strips in a coffee cup, and he chose to do this because he thinks he's funny. So what we're going to do today is pick out book number 3 and see what it is, and we'll go from there. So I was really trying, like, it is always my goal to do at least 2 a month, because then I'm done in early December and I can edit and not be like juggling so many things. And it has yet to happen. In 3 years of doing this, it has yet to happen. But I squeaked in the last one. Yesterday's was like January 30th or 31st. And so squeaked it in, and now it's February 3rd. So we just had Groundhog's Day, and it was really fun. Anytime there's a holiday for school, because we homeschool our kids, so anytime there's a holiday for school, we just do the holiday school. So we did Groundhog School yesterday, and Puxatawny Phil did not see his shadow, which means that spring is coming. Yesterday was gorgeous, and now today is like gloomy, and I mean kind of spring-like. I think it's warm. It's 47, so not too bad, but very gloomy, very gloomy. So otherwise, life-wise, my oldest just turned 6, which is awesome and crazy. Today is a Saturday. We're about to go to her basketball game. She's playing basketball with some friends and loving it. Otherwise, that's about it. We've got a slight amount of crud in our house right now. One of my daughters is like sniffling, coughing, but knock on wood, as of now, nothing too bad. And there's influenza and strep going around, so we're like, please no, please no. And I don't know. I think we're okay. So that's really everything going on. I'm in the middle of the X's and O's readathon, and so that goes for a couple more days, and then I have some NetGalley books I have to read, so I don't know if I'm going to read this like immediately, but I like to pick it, and especially because then I can prepare. I can get it from the library, I can get a digital copy, whatever I need to do. So let's see. And now my complaint about this was I feel like because he mixed them up, but like I feel like he gets to pick the order, so I'm going to trick him and go from way down at the bottom. Okay, let's see what's on this. Also, he gives 0 cares, so the fact that I'm like trying to trick him, he does not care at all. But anyway, let's see. I've ripped the past 2, so I'm trying to he folded them very well. Okay. Oh, One of Us is Lying by Carrie Ann McManus. So this is one that is like a booktube darling, and so let's see. One of Us is Lying. This I think is about a bunch of Shakespeare students, and one of them dies, and we're trying to figure out who did it. Is that right? Let's see. One of them is lying. Oh, good. That is not showing up. One of Us is Lying. My bad. Okay, interesting. I have never seen this cover before, but that's an interesting choice by Goodreads. That kind of looks like Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze, but okay, so let's see what this is about. Pay close attention and you might solve this. Hard pass. I'm not going to solve it. On Monday afternoon, 5 students at Bayview High walk into detention. Bronwyn, the brain, is Yale-bound and never breaks a rule. Addie, the beauty, is a picture-perfect homecoming princess. Nate, the criminal, is already on probation for dealing. Cooper, the athlete, is the all-star baseball pitcher. And Simon, the outcast, is the creator of Bayview High's notorious gossip app. Only Simon never makes it out of that classroom. Before the end of the detention, Simon's dead. And according to investigators, his death wasn't an accident. On Monday, he died, but on Tuesday, he'd planned to post juicy reveals about all 4 of his high-profile classmates, which makes all 4 of them suspects in his murder. Or are they perfect patsies for a killer who's on the loose? Everyone has secrets, right? What really matters is how far you'll go to protect them. So did I make up the Shakespeare parts? Because I kind of think I did, but this kind of gives me like Breakfast Club vibes. Is that right? I don't know. I'm really interested. I don't know how, I have not heard very much about this. This isn't a book that I actively sought out. but I'm excited to read it, and I'm not like nervous. I feel like it could be good. So I will check in and let you know. Okay, you guys will have to tell me if you like this method, but I just texted my friend and asked her why she picked this. So I'm gonna turn it up and see if you guys can hear it.
That was one of the first books I read when I started getting back into reading after grad school, and it's such a fast read. It's pretty good. Like, easy read. It's keeps you guessing, and I need to look up the ending. I can't remember it, but I feel like I did not see it coming. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't think I saw it coming. So anyways, good, quick, just liked it.
Cool. Love that. Good, quick, love that. So I've said it in the other videos, but I didn't say it today. My best friend, she's got a PhD. She's like brilliant. And so some of these, like having her do this kind of intimidated me because she's way smarter than I am. And so like I was scared that a lot of the books she would pick would be like highbrow above my head. But this one sounds like kind of the popcorny thriller, YA thriller that I need. So we'll see. Hey everyone, it's Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day if you celebrate. I loathe this holiday, honestly, because I feel like it just leads to like unmet expectations. But it's a fun day to do with the kids. So we had speech this morning, and I did like scavenger hunts for them where they got like snacks and Valentine's. One of my kids got Spider-Man, one got Minnie, and then I didn't get anything for the baby. But so we've just kind of been doing Valentine's Day stuff, and now it's gorgeous outside. So we are outside just soaking up the 60-degree February day. Like, what the heck? It's not 60 yet, but it's going to. Anyway, huge news. I was going to talk about it in previous videos, but I didn't because I didn't know what would happen. But yesterday we found out I am pregnant with a baby number 4. So that's so exciting. Doesn't feel real yet, and it won't until probably like we have a sonogram, but everything's good, and so that's great. I'm a little nervous to even talk about it on here because we've had a miscarriage before, so I'll just edit this part out if it doesn't come to fruition. But so yeah, by the time you see this, I may have a 2-month-old. The other ironic thing is it's due the exact same day that my 3rd baby was due, and she came 2 months early. So really ironic, and we're really just thanking God because it seems to be kind of a redemption or like a method of healing. I have tried therapy over all of it. I've tried all sorts of things, and it seems like God's like, okay, I'll heal you. Let's do it this way. So really exciting. But anyway, I started One of Us is Lying last night, and I am hooked. I'm hooked. So basically it does give me Breakfast Club vibes because it's all these kids that are in detention because they had phones in a class, and they were like tricked into it. They didn't actually have the phones, it wasn't even their phones. But anyway, one of the kids has a severe peanut allergy, and he takes a drink of something and then goes into shock. And he can't find his EpiPen. There's no EpiPens in the nurse's office. So this child dies. He's a 17-year-old or something. He happened to be the one that writes a gossip column for the school newspaper. And so there's a lot of kids that had potential motives because he had either outed them or was about to out them for different things they've done. So a lot of motives. I'm really, really interested. And yeah, that is where we're at. I'm like a third of the way through. So I'll let you know when I have more to say, but so far so good. So yeah, that's it. Hey everyone, it's the next day, I think, and yesterday was gorgeous. Like, I updated when we were outside roaming around, and today is freezing, and we're supposed to get like snow, lots of snow tomorrow, but I don't think it's gonna stick because it's been pretty warm. So yeah, that's crazy. That's February in the Midwest, so you never know. But I feel like I need to like explain a little bit more about my big bomb dropped yesterday that I am pregnant. I just went to the doctor because we are fertility patients. patience. And so we were trying for this baby, but one of my kids took 7 months, one took 3, 4, one, we expected it wouldn't happen very quickly, especially because we're both getting older, all that kind of stuff. But it happened more quickly than anticipated. So the way it works is you get your labs drawn, you get blood work to see if you are pregnant or not, and then you get that level, and then 2 days later you go back to see if that level has doubled. So I just went back to see if that level is doubled, so we'll see. But yeah, so it was expected but unexpected at the same time, and just really exciting. So yeah, that's kind of the backstory there. But I finished One of Us is Lying, and I really liked this book. I'm going to give it probably like 4.5 stars for the intrigue and the entertainment level alone. So I can't remember what all I said, but the book is about 5 kids who go into detention for whatever reason. They're in detention, and one of them has a severe allergic reaction to peanuts. He had peanut oil in a cup with water and drank it not knowing and died. And because the EpiPens were all gone, all the things. So by the time the EMS got there, it was too late, or he died at the hospital or something. Anyway, so then of course the 4 kids that are in the room become the main suspects, because who put peanut oil in his water, all that kind of stuff. So we get all of their stories, and we have Cooper, who is like the all-star athlete, and so Simon was the one who died, and he wrote a gossip column about everybody in the school, and he had dirt on all 4 of these people. So Cooper, he's the star athlete. Bronwyn is a girl, and she her sister had cancer as a child, and so Bronwyn had done some things, said some things about Simon, the guy who writes the gossip column and is now dead, because he wrote about her little sister. And so she's kind of a goody-goody. Then there's Nate, who is the bad boy who has been arrested for drugs, all the things. And then Addie, who is dating one of the Mr. Populars, so she's kind of Miss Popular, really meek in the beginning, and yeah, didn't really like her, but her character growth was awesome. Like, she was this meek, subservient girl, and she really found her light. There's a romance in this book. I'm not going to say who it is, but it's very trope-tastic. It fits a lot of tropes. It was fine. I didn't really care. It was sweet, and it was fine. Then Nate, I actually really liked him because he was just a kid having a really hard time. His mom is MIA, his dad's a drug addict, all the things. So it's not shocking that he has his own issues going on. So I liked him, even though he was kind of the bad boy and the natural scapegoat. And then Cooper, he has some issues with his parents. There's a lot of side stories and things that now I understand how this could be a trilogy, even though the story definitely wraps up. You don't need to read anything else. But yeah, the conclusion was interesting. I was constantly guessing what was going on. So I was thoroughly entertained. I really enjoyed it. I would give it 4.5 stars. I feel like YA is just what I was needing, because I've been feeling a little bit slumpy. So I feel like YA kind of fit the bill, and it was a great read. So let me know if you've read it. Let me know. I want to continue on in the trilogy, but I don't know how to talk about it in real time, in February, without telling everybody that I read this first book. And I don't want to tell everybody I read this first book, because then why would you watch this in December? I don't know. So yeah, that's everything. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.